Corrective Procedures, grades 6 through 12.
Sometimes, no matter how organized your classroom is or how well you've established expectations, your students may misbehave. Fortunately, you have a variety of tools to help minimize incidents of misbehavior. Using appropriate corrective procedures, such as those you're about to see, help create a more positive classroom climate. Let's take a look.
Pre-correction.
Pre-correction means anticipating problem behavior and intervening before the student has had a chance to act up.
We are going to chunk this passage. You are going to read it in sections, but you are going to read it with your neighbor. So you are going to whisper read with your neighbor. You are going to speak at a level 1 so that only your neighbor can hear you. So what I want you to do when I give you the signal, you are going to turn to your neighbor and you are going to quietly tell your neighbor, we are going to whisper read this passage. Please do that now.
The problem behavior is therefore prevented, and eventually the expected behavior should replace the problematic one. Being clear with your expectations is also a great way to pre-correct. Let's take a look at what not to do.
Robert, I know that you never pay attention in class, so let's see if you can try to get it right today, okay?
Remember the right way.
You are going to chunk this passage. You are going to read it in sections.
Proximity control.
Proximity control is when a teacher stands physically close to a misbehaving student to non-verbally communicate that he or she is aware of the misbehavior. This is very effective because it allows you to communicate what is expected without interrupting the lesson. Here's an example of what doesn't work.
I said, put that away now.
Remember, keep moving.
Semi-private correction.
When you see a misbehavior occurring, a semi-private correction may be a good strategy. To do this, walk over to the misbehaving student and whisper a quiet reminder.
Michael?
Yes?
I need you to take your headphones off, put them in your book bag, and get started on your do now, okay?
This avoids embarrassing him, which may make the misbehavior increase over time. This is a don't.
Michael, take off those headphones and get back to work.
Remember, the more private the correction, the less likely the student will be to challenge you.
Hit and run.
The hit and run strategy is effective because it gets right to the point. You approach the misbehaving student, remind him or her to get back on track with a gesture, and then you walk away. This eliminates any opportunity for the student to argue with you or for you to uselessly dwell on the misbehavior. Remember to move away as soon as you correct the behavior.
Gentle verbal reprimand.
Gentle verbal reprimands can be effective for minor misbehaviors. Give a matter-of-fact statement telling the student or students what they should be doing.
Remember, ladies, backpacks on the floor. Remember, gentlemen, the P in champs. The way that I know that you're participating is if you are quietly copying your vocabulary.
Gentle verbal reprimands are to be brief, immediate, calm, and consistent. This is what not to do.
Why are you talking? And girls, why are your book bags on your chairs?
Remember, verbal reprimands work best if you state the desired behavior rather than reiterate the misbehavior.
Discussion.
Sometimes speaking with a student about a misbehavior can help him or her understand your expectations. Don't try to speak with the student about it then and there. You'll be angry and he or she will react defensively.
Jennifer, you need to stop doodling.
Plus, you'll waste valuable class time and call too much attention to the misbehaving student, which may be what they are seeking. Remember to wait until a neutral time for best results.
Jennifer, can I speak to you for a moment? Now, I noticed you were doodling in class today. Now, I realize you like doodling and that you're very good at it, but in the future, I think it would be to your benefit if you pay attention in class, okay? I'll expect better tomorrow. All right, bye-bye.
Notice how these corrective procedures cause very little, if any, interruption to the class, therefore creating seamless instruction.
Use humor.
Humor can be used to help diffuse a misbehavior.
Okay, class, so why do you think dog fighting or chicken fighting as sports are considered illegal? Michelle?
It's just wrong. Plain old wrong.
Ooh, that's a great answer.
Ooh, Ooh, that's a great answer.
Ah, do I have a substitute teacher in the class today?
Talk to the student afterwards to make sure he or she understands that the behavior was inappropriate.
I hope I didn't embarrass you today by calling you out like that in class, but you do need to realize that it's not nice to make fun of people, okay? Let's show respect for each other in the future.
Okay, sorry.
Sounds good.
Don't confuse humor with sarcasm.
Almost sounds like me, Jacob, but not quite. Keep working on it.
Give positive feedback after a correction whenever possible.
Restitution.
When a misbehavior causes damage, restitution is about making it right. Students may make mistakes, but they are able to take responsibility for their actions and choose positive solutions.
Hi. I've noticed that you left some pencil shavings on the floor. We want to keep the room looking nice for every student who comes in. Would you mind grabbing the broom and cleaning it up for me, please?
Don't make it sound like a punishment.
Look at the floor. You know what? Just for that, go get the broom and clean it up now.
Remember to use restitution as a teachable moment where students can take responsibility.
Positive feedback.
Giving positive feedback when behavior improves will encourage the student to increase the positive behaviors.
I love the way that you're staying on task, Sarah. Good job.
Don't let the improvements go unnoticed. You can give positive feedback at the end of the lesson or at the end of the day, whichever is most appropriate to the situation.
Family contact.
When considering corrective procedures, you may wish to contact the family to discuss your concerns. Start the conversation by saying something positive. Second, be objective when describing the misbehavior, not judgmental. Third, suggest that the family help communicate the expectation that the student behave more responsibly in the future. Fourth, don't imply that the student should be punished or made to behave. And finally, create a sense of partnership whose goal is to help the students succeed. You've just seen a wide range of corrective procedures you can use, and you'll likely try them in a variety of settings. Remember to use them consistently and unemotionally, and in a way that matches the severity and frequency of the misbehavior. And finally, if one strategy doesn't work, try another. You can succeed in getting misbehaviors under control.